You decide the next president of the United States. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro rallying for Vice President Kamala Harris's presidential campaign in Cumberland County today. Governor Shapiro joining the campaign to help kick off a weekend of action to mark 100 days until the general election. The Harris campaign says it has received unanimous endorsements from all of Pennsylvania's 159 delegates. It comes as rumors swirl that Governor Shapiro could be named Harris's choice for vice president. The Keystone State is set to be a critical battleground in the upcoming election. Shapiro telling the crowd that Harris has fought for freedom.
Kamala Harris has fought for freedom. She has fought for opportunity. And she has delivered results. Let me tell you something. That's a hell of a contrast with the guy she's running against, Donald Trump.
Former President Barack Obama endorsing the VP yesterday, saying she has exactly what it takes to win the election. The change-up at the top of the Democratic ticket has shaken up the race in many ways, while in other aspects, it remains the same. New Fox News polling sheds some light on where the candidates currently stand with voters. Fox's Madeline Rivera has more.
New Fox News polls show the state of the race is just like what it was in April when President Biden was at the top of the Democratic ticket. The race is still incredibly tight. Surveys were taken in 4 battleground states, Michigan, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Harris is enjoying a 6-point lead over former President Trump in Minnesota, but she's tied with Trump in Pennsylvania and Michigan at 49%, and Trump is ahead by 1 point in Wisconsin. Harris has a higher favorability rating than Trump in all of these states, except in Michigan, where they are tied. And she appears to be making gains with double haters, voters who dislike Trump and President Biden. In Pennsylvania, they back Harris by 41 points. The president was up by only 27 points among this group 3 months ago. In Wisconsin, these double haters favor Harris by 25 points, a major shift from April when Trump led by 1 point over President Biden. In all of these states, the economy remains the most important issue for voters, and Trump is favored to lead on that front. In Michigan and Wisconsin, more than 60% of voters who prioritize the economy prefer Trump. That means Harris has a tough road ahead, trying to sell the record of the Biden administration, convincing folks they have a better shot with Democrats continuing at the White House. But Harris is favored among those who say abortion is most important to them. Abortion ranks 3rd among voters' priorities, just behind immigration. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Meantime, former President Donald Trump delivered the keynote address at the world's largest Bitcoin conference in Nashville. The Republican presidential candidate has had an apparent change of heart when it comes to cryptocurrency. 5 years ago, he said he was not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, saying their value is highly volatile and based on thin air. But he's become a supporter of the industry. The GOP presidential nominee told convention goers Bitcoin is a valuable asset.
But I say this is the steel industry of 100 years ago. It really is. I think you're just in your infancy. I can see it happening. Think of that. It's already bigger than ExxonMobil. Soon it will be surpassing the entire market cap of silver.
Trump and his running mate J.D. Vance campaigning in Minnesota tonight, speaking critically of the current administration's national and global problems.